Good morning, students. Welcome back to your classes. Now, let's start our chapter number 12, 15, that is air around us. And our today's topic is atmosphere. Okay, you know that this is a blanket of air that surrounds the earth. Fine, it is a blanket like a thing that surrounds the earth. It is basically composed of the gaseous mass, or it is an envelope which is surrounding the earth that is retained by the earth's gravitational field. That means this atmosphere will remain surrounding our earth, means it is surrounds our earth because of our earth's gravitational force. Our earth's gravitational force attracts this atmosphere around our earth. Okay, it extends to about 120 kilometer above the sea level on our earth. Till this means from the sea level towards the sky, its length is about 120 kilometers. Okay, now next we will learn about the role of atmosphere. Role of an atmosphere is having on this earth, in which the first one is the upper atmosphere contains a layer of gas called ozone. You know that in our atmosphere there is a layer of gas that is called ozone. Okay, it prevents us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. This ozone only plays a very important role in protecting us from the harmful ultraviolet radiations from the sun. And these ultraviolet rays actually causes eye problems and skin cancer. So atmosphere plays a very important role in protecting us. Second role it plays is that it helps to maintain the right temperature on the earth. Fine, whatever sun's heat and the light falls on the earth's surface, some of the heat is absorbed by the earth's surface while the rest of it is reflected back, because if the earth will absorb all the heat, then there will be severe hot on the earth and will not be able to survive. That's why some of the heat will get absorbed by the earth's surface and rest is reflected back. And one more thing is that at night the trapped heat in the atmosphere, whatever heat is absorbed by the earth's surface, that trapped heat will prevent the earth, means is prevent the earth from becoming too cold. That's so we can say that atmosphere plays a very important role. Now the last role it plays is that it causes weather change. Whatever changes takes place in the weather, that is because of the atmosphere. The sun heats up the earth and the air, and this hot air get rises up because the hotter airs rises up and the cold air rushes in to take its place. Okay, when the hot air rises up, the cold air come and take their place, and this is how the wind blows. Also, the water vapor in the air condenses and falls on the earth's surface in the form of rain and snowfall. So by this we can say that atmosphere plays a very important role on the earth. Now, our next topic is composition of air. What is there in the air? So, earlier it was thought that air is a single substance, but later Joseph Priestley in 1774 showed that air is a mixture of gases. It contains oxygen and many other gases. Later experiments proved that air is a mixture of gases. Okay, so before it was said that it is a single substance, but later after so many experiments it came to know that it is a mixture of gases. Generally, air has the following gases in the given ratio by volume. You can see the picture that it has so many gases like nitrogen, oxygen, other gases in which carbon dioxide, argon, ozone, etc. came. Okay, there is a flow chart also on it, that what are the components of air. Beside these gases, air also contains water vapor, dust particles, pollen, smoke, etc. in different quantities. So there is an activity 3 that is about the components of air, in which the first activity is that how we can come to know that what are the components present in the air, for which we can take a glass tumbler, and when we'll put some ice in it, we will see that the water vapors starts to present on the outer surface of the glass tumbler, which shows that air also contains water vapor, because when that water vapor come in contact with the cold surface of the glass tumbler, it condenses and form water droplets. Next is when we close a door or and windows of a room, and when we'll make it dark, then when we'll allow a beam of light to enter the room from a small window or a lighted torch, we'll see that so many dust particles present in the air floating in the beam of light. This shows that air also contains the dust particles. So here we had done the activity to show that there are so many components of air along with the gases, that is the water vapor and the dust particles. Okay. Now our next topic is composition of air differs from place to place. That means that where the air is present, that differs, that how much air is present and what are the composition of air at one place and what is the composition of air at another place. It differs from one place to another. Okay. So the first one is air is thinner on mountains as comparison to the plains, and because of this reason only the mountaineers always carry oxygen mask or cylinders with them, because air is thinner on mountains. Okay, now the next one is that we release carbon dioxide during respiration, burning of fuels, vehicles, factories and industries. Okay, all these release so much amount of carbon dioxide, and this lead to release a lot of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. All these are the reasons because to the increase of amount of carbon dioxide in the air. Now, the last one is the percentage of oxygen may be higher in areas where there is more greenery, because if there will be more greenery, the plants will release out more oxygen, and that's why the percentage of oxygen is more in that areas. So, students, that's all for today. Have a nice day.